Namaste students, welcome to our Python learning series. I am Professor ProfBhagyashriGore from Hirachan Nemjan College of Commerce, Department of Management Studies, Solapur. Today's topic is something you will use in almost every single program you ever write, that is the string data types. In simple words, a string is nothing but a text. Whenever you type your name, address, a message or an email, all of that is a string only. By the end of this video, you will master over 15 different string functions with the live examples. So keep a notebook ready and let's begin with the session. So now let's begin with the first session. Before that, these are the concepts that we will cover throughout this video. So all of these things, that is concepts, what are the important things, what are the functions, what are the methods, all are given in a different color coding language. So let's begin with the first one, that is string basic and multi-line string. So before moving with the things, that we need to know what is meant by string. So basically a string is simply a group of characters written inside a quotes. You can use any single quotes, double quotes or triple quotes. Now strings are immutable in a nature. Immutable means once you declare, you cannot change it. It is a fixed one. So every operation creates a new string, and if you know what is the type of that particular variable which can store the value, you can use the type function. Now in the left hand side of your screen, I have used a different types of programs which are stored in a different variables. And in the right hand side of your screen, I have provided you the output. So let's begin with the first string, that is I created a variable named as s and I stored the text as hello BCA. Think of a variable like a box with a name tag. Print s opens the box and show the letters or the words called hello BCA. Now print type of s tell us that what kind of data it is. So the output of print type of s statement is, that is class str. So that is the common thing, is that whenever there is a you see a class str, Python is treating you as a data as a text. So there is a common questions that can I use single quotes instead of double? So yes, you can use any type of quotes. It may be a single quotes, it may be a double quotes, or it may be a triple quotes. Now let's see that what is mean by multi-line string and escape sequences. Okay, so in variable s2, the three double quotes let me write the text across many lines without error. Even the apostrophe in second year classes, it is safe inside the triple quotes. So the type is still str. So if I am trying to print that is s2 variable, then it is printable like hello BCA. I am in BCA second year, so second, that will be printed as it is, where if you are going to use the multi-line string, that is the use of multi-line string. Let's move to the second variable, that is s3. Now slash n is the escape sequence, we will call it as. So slash n will be used for the new line escape sequences. So if you try to print the variable s3, so hello will be printed in the one line and BCA will be printed into the next line. So think slash n is like a pressing enter the key from your keyboard. So let's begin with the next one, that is accessing characters by indexes. Now every character in a string has an address called as an index. Most important rule, indexing starts from 0 to 1. It is starts from 0, not from the 1. So if you are trying to see, I am storing s4 variable with the value of Python space language. So it will start, the indexing will start from the 0. So the value stored for the index 0 is p, then y, then t, h, o, n. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So S4 of 2 gives the position 0 is equals to P, 1 is equals to Y, 2 is equals to T. So negative indexing scores or counts from the end last characters, that is -1. It is a very useful when you want the last characters without counting. So most of the common mistakes is that students forget indexing starts from 0. The first character is at position 0, not the 1. So if you observed it, you will get, that is, if I want to get the index of 2, that is S4 of 2. So if you count it from 0, so 0, 1, 2, so T will be printed. If you count -10, it will goes from right hand side to the left hand side. So -10 output will be N, that is from right side, and S4 of 5 means it is starting from left hand your side. So here in between space are also available of Python and language. So space is also calculated as a index or as a characters. So positive indices count from left starting at 0 and negative indices count from right starting at -1. This is a very useful for reading the last characters of string quickly. Now let's begin with the another one, that is a slicing operator. Slicing gives us a whole piece of the string, like cutting a slice from a cake. If you observe the syntax, like syntax shows that start, colon, stop and then step. So let's begin with the example that start suggests that where to begin the slicing. Default start is 0. Stop suggests us that where to end the slicing. This index is not included in the result. Step suggests us jump the size between the characters. Default is 1. Use -1 to reverse the string. So let's begin with the first one. So S of 5, I am storing a variable S5 as a value of learning Python is very easy. Now in this left hand side of your screen, I have used a multiple examples to extract the string from the actual value. So let's extract the particular operator, a particular variables. So S of 5, 171. So it starts from the index value of 1. It will stop at 7 and it step will be the 1. So 7, it will stop at 7 means it is always ended with -1. So the first value is 0th place is L. So L will not be calculated. It starts from index 1. So E, R, N, I, N. So N will be stopped there. G is not included because 7th position is G. But when you are trying to use the slicing operator, it will provide the output with -1, 1. Now let's begin, that is S5 of 1 is to 7. If you are not providing any step inside the particular variable or inside the particular operator, it will count it by default as a 1. Now if you hear in the third example, S of 5, 1 of 7 of 2 means it starts from 1, it will stop till 6 and the step between the characters that we are moving is 2. So E should be there, after that 2 characters will be cut off, then R should be there, 2 characters cut off, then N should be there. So here we are using this step as a 2. Next one is that S5 of 7. Now here we cannot providing any starting value here. So by default it starts from the index 0. It will end at index -1 position. So 7 -1, it will show learning only out as the output. Now in the next example, here I have provided S of 5 and there is a no anything I have passed, like no value for passing for start, stop and step. If it is look like this, then the output should be displayed the whole string, that is the full string. Now in the next example, I am using only a single colon. So again here I am not passing any starting value, stop value or step value. So here the output should be printed it as a full string. Now in the last second example, I have not passing any start and stop value, but I am passing the step value as a -1. So the string will be moved from the reversed one till the end. So the string starts from -1, that is exclamatory mark, and then it will move directly. from the right hand side to the left hand side, the whole string. Now in the last example, I have passed the start value, the stop value and the step value. All the values are the -1. So yes, it will start from right hand side, that is -1. It will strike the exclamatory mark. Then it will move toward the stop of -8 and the step is -1. So -3 character is Y. So Y as E, then space and Y should be present because space should be calculated as a separate characters and it have their own index. So I hope you will get how we can use the slicing operator. So most important rule, the stop index is always excluded. So as I have told you that S of 5 of -1 reverse the whole string, a famous interview question, it will be asked for your interview. Slicing is like using a knife on a bread. You decide where to start, stop and how thick each slice is. Isn't it easy? So let's begin with the another session, that is the length function and a membership operator. The length function gives the total number of characters. Now if you see in the S6 variable, I have stored the statement as a learning Python is a very easy. Now by using the length function, I will count the number of characters are present in that particular string. Okay. Now let's see the next one is that most of the many students miss the length function because it counts a space 2. Every letter and blank space is a one character. So learning after that there is a space and we will go with the Python. So every space is counted as a single characters. So now let's see in not in, these are called as a membership operators. To check if a word exists inside a string, use in and not in membership operator. It will provide the output in the format of true and false. So learning in S7 asks, is learning present? If it is yes, then output true should be present. Let's make it interactive. So S7 is a variable where I can store a learning Python is a very easy string. If I am printing learning in S7 means what? Learning word is present in that particular variable or particular string, that is S7. If it is present, then output should be true. In the next statement, easy not in S7. So it will check whether that particular word is available or not. If it is not available, then it will print false. If it is available, then it will print true. So if you observe it carefully, now learning is present in S7, so output is true. Now easy is also present in S7, but we are using not in operator. That means the statement is false. Now let's make it interactive, that in sub variable I am taking the input from the user, that is if the whatever variable value is stored in the sub variable, we will check that particular value is available in S7 variable or not. If subs in S7, then if block will be executed, otherwise it will move towards the else block. So above print statement is also working correctly, and the below one program is also working correctly with the help of in and not in membership operator. This is called as a membership operator. This is exactly how a real search feature works in the apps. Now let's see the next concept, that is strip and find methods. So strip method, to clean the extra spaces from your user input, Python gives a three tools, that is strip, lstrip, rstrip. So strip function helps to remove the spaces from both the sides. Lstrip will help to remove the spaces from left side only, and rstrip will help to remove the spaces from right side only. So basically here we are using learning Python along with the spaces from left and right side with the variable s7. So if I am trying to strip the variable s7 using the strip function, it will remove the spaces from both the side. If I am using lstrip function with the variable s7, it will help to remove the spaces from left hand side only. If I am using the rstrip function with the variable s7, which help us to remove the spaces from right hand side only. Here in this way, we are able to remove the spaces from your variable. Website uses basically a strip function to clean the extra spaces when you enter your email address. The remove spaces only from the outer edges, not between the words. So let's see the next one, that is the find substrings. So find substrings returns the starting index of the word, and if not found returns the -1. So if you observed it carefully, I am storing the string value in variable s7, that is learning Python is very easy. So the print function will find out whether the easy is available inside that particular string or not. If it is available, then it is available in which index number, it will provide that index number for you. So easy will be available at 23. After that, I can find only a single character from the particular string also. So in the next print statement, I am finding out whether the R is present or not. Now R is present in multiple times. So the first time where it is find, that index value will be provided by the find function. Now you can use the find function along with the range. That is range find function. We in the find function we can pass sub begin and end. So print, in the print statement, I am finding easy is available in the string s7 starting from 5th index and length of s7. So output should be 23. Again here I am using print s7 of find, that is z is present or not. It starts from 7th index number till the end of the index is 15. If it is not found, it will give the output, that is the -1. So you need to remember that find function always returns the index of the first occurrence or -1 if the substring is not found. I hope you will get it. Now let's see the next one, that is count substring, split the function and join function. Now count function tell us how many times a letter or a word appear into the particular string. So here I have used s.count of a. So we are using the simple what we can say, that is the previous substring, that learning Python is very easy. Now is a is present in that particular substring, so for that that the reason I am using s.count of a. Now count function count that the character a is how many times it is present in that particular variable. Or you can use the syntax like s.count of a, that is then after the character a you can pass the starting position and ending position. You will get the output as a 1. Now similarly here we are going to use the split function. So split function is basically breaks apart, join combines the together, and they are opposite. Split and join both are opposite. Split, what the split works, it breaks a string into a list using the separator character, and join a list of string into a one string using a separator. So if you observe it carefully, so I in the learning, I in that particular string I am using some exclamatory mark also, and some no, I am using only exclamatory mark. So learning exclamatory mark, Python exclamatory mark, and is. After that I am using the split function. Now here learning Python is separated by the exclamatory mark. So I am passing the separator, that is exclamatory mark. So you will get the output like learning Python and is. It comes in the format of list. Now let's see the join function. It is opposite of the split function. You can join the multiple what we can say string into a single one with the separator. Now I am using dash join abc xyz and jdt, that is abc. The output should be printed along with the separator called as a dash value. So I hope you will get that count, how count, split and join function is going to work in the Python. Basically split is going to split the string with the help of particular separator, and join function it is helps to join the values, or you can say string, with the help of separator. It is completely opposite of each other. Now in the downward side, if you observed it, in the variable L, I have stored something learning Python is easy, which will be split by exclamatory mark. So I am checking that for x in L, print x. So what will be the value of x? Let me know in the comment section. Now let's see the next one, that is replace and case methods. Now, replace method swaps one word with the another word. It replaces all occurrences of the substring into the value that you have provided. The original string stays unchanged. Please remember that the original string stays unchanged. Let's see the example that in the variable s I am storing the value as learning Python. Now in the variable s2 I am changing or replacing the Python value with the Java one. Now, if I am printing S2, the changes of output should be displayed as learning Java. But if I am printing the variable as learning Python, that is the original string stays unchanged, it cannot be changed. So, make sure that we need to remember it. The original s variable s did not change. Strings in Pythons are immutable, meaning they cannot be changed. Replace creates a brand new string. That's why we stored it in s21. Got it? So why we are saying that string is immutable in nature. Now let's see the another one, that is a case methods. Now Python provides different cases method, like uppercase which converts all capital, lower which converts all small, title which converts a letter of each word in the capital one, swap case which help to switch the case or flip the case. Now capitalize function which help us only first letter of the sentence, used when forms auto capitalize your name. So let's see how we can use all of this case method along with the variable s. Now in the variable s I have stored the string value, that is learning Python is easy. Now if I am going to use s dot upper, the above whole string is converted into the uppercase. If I am going to use s dot lower function, then above whole string is converted into the lower function. S dot title means the first character of each word should be in the capital letter, if you observe the carefully as output. Now S dot swap case which help us to swap the cases, that is those are in the capital one, upper one, it is converted into the lower one. It is, if it is lower one, it is converted into the capital one. Now S dot capitalize which help us to see only the first character of the whole string is capital, remaining is what we can say in the small case letter. So you have a confusion like title and the capitalized title. What the title suggests that each letter of every word should be the capital one, and capitalized suggests us that only the first character of the whole string will be work as a which should be in the capital one. Other remaining words are in the small case letter. I hope you clear all the things. So let's start with the another one, that is validation and formatting methods. So in the after changing cases, we will see that how the starts with work, ends with work, each alnum is work, and format is going to work. So start with which help us to check if a string that it starts with given prefix, it gives the output in the format of true and false. Now learning Python dot starts with learning. If you are see, if you can write down the program like store one variable, store the learning Python in one variable and check out that if s dot starts with learning, then it will give the output as a true and false format. Then next one is that ends with. It is the opposite of the starts with. It check if the string ends with the given suffix. Starts with check the prefix, ends with check the suffix, and it always gives the output in the format of true and false. that is learning Python ends with Python or any other thing. If it is a end with a Python, output should be true. If it is ends with very, now the particular string is not ends with very, so output is false. Now is alum is help us to check is that if it is the combination of letters and the digit, if it is the alphanumeric. So Python 1 2 is alum. Yes, it is alum, that is the combination of digits and letters, so output will be true. Now in the side side you have see that 4585 dot is a digit. Now is a digit means what? It will check whether the particular thing contains only a digit. Yes, 4585 is a digit, so output should be true. Now next one is that the format. Now format function help us to insert variable values into a string using the placeholders. So I want a name, then I'm going to use the placeholder, salary placeholder, age placeholder, dot format. Which format you want, that is BCA 1050. So I am going to use this format and I want the output in this format. So in the last one, that is bottom side, I have used name BCA salary 1000 age 50. So while printing it, I am trying to print that my name is, then I am going to use the placeholder, salary is placeholder, age is placeholder, and dot format. In which format you want, that is name, salary and age. In the downward side, output should be displayed as my name is BCA, salary is 1000 and my age is 50. Now that curly brackets will work it as a placeholder for your format function. So yes, I hope you will understand these things. Now these is the functions, methods that we are going to see in throughout the lectures or throughout the series, that is creation, indexing, slicing, length function, in, not in, strip, find, count, split, join, replace, case methods, is methods, and format, in which format you have. Let's recap all the things. I will give you 1 minute to recap all the things. So that brings us to end a quick recap. We learned the string creation with a single, double and triple quotes, indexing and slicing, functions like length function, find function, count, split, join, replace, case functions, validation methods and formatting. Practice each example yourself. Programming is learned by doing. Please like, share and subscribe. And at the end, I have provided you some of the e-material links so that you can learn the things in very deeply manners. And if you have any doubts, drop your doubts in the comment section. Yes, this is Professor Bhagyashri Gore signing off. Thank you everyone.